Overcoming any anger and resentment after narcissistic abuse. You feel angry when someone provokes you in some way, and this can often lead to resentment. You have no control over someone else provoking your anger, and most narcissists are great at provoking anger and resentment in others. They know your strengths, they know your weaknesses, they know your insecurities, and most will stop at nothing to use each and every one against you. The narcissist will find your most significant wound and rip them wide open time and time again to provoke that anger within you, to get reactions from you so they can blame it all on you. We all have things that can make us angry, and it's a normal human response to certain situations. How we handle that anger is how we claim back control of our lives, our thoughts, and our feelings. Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. Welcome to the channel, which is all about the narcissistic personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle them, and most importantly, ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell if you want notifications, as videos are released weekly. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers. So when it comes to anger, how do you handle that anger? Do you start an argument? Do you seek revenge? Do you react to it? When you react, it gives you that moment's release, yet this is often only ever temporary. And then you end up feeling bad for reacting and often end up blaming yourself. When you argue with a narcissist, they will twist the story, take you off topic, and often leave you with nothing resolved and full of self-blame and self-doubt. When we seek revenge against others, we are the ones left feeling bad. The best attack on this is healing and moving on with our lives, finding our happiness and leaving them in the past with all their negativity. You cannot help them. Some people don't want to be supported no matter how much they ask. Some people don't want to change no matter how many times they've promised that change. And some people will always be stuck on that pattern of repeat, never learning from their own mistakes. You are not that person. You cannot change them. It's a tough enough job changing ourselves. Only they can change if they ever wish to do so. When someone tries to provoke you, always remember to retreat, rethink, and only respond if you need to do so. So now you may have learned not to react or to seek revenge when they pull a new stunt that causes you to feel angry. You cannot control what they do. You can control how long you hold on to that anger and how long you let it affect you. You go through 3 emotions when people provoke you in any way. First is the anger when they do provoke you. Then comes the rage when you want to react and defend yourself. Then if you do react, comes the resentment as you feel bad for how you've reacted, or resentment towards them for how they are treating you. When you understand that they have a disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, you start to take a step back and reevaluate your perspectives on it. They don't have the emotional intelligence to think or feel like others do. They live in constant fear, and fear holds them back. The others will view them for who they indeed are. They act out to make you fear them. With that fear, they keep control over you. They do not have the capacity to put themselves in other people's shoes. They're actually quite foolish, as they cannot find their inner happiness. They have to destroy others. And when you realise this, then most people start to pity them. Most people don't want them anywhere near you anymore. And most get to the point where they do feel sorry for them. The A-team's great. Mr. T, I pity the fool. And a definition of pity by Merriam-Webster defines pity as sympathetic sorrow for one suffering, distressed, or unhappy. When you pity someone, you lose that anger towards them. You no longer feel the need to start to react and defend yourself, and you no longer hold on to that resentment. You cannot control what someone says or does to you, but you can always take control of your reactions. Yes, it's human nature to want to defend ourselves, so it does take work at first, but it becomes easier. And you can hit that point if you wish and have a drive to do so, that you no longer feel the need to react or think about the horrific games that some of these people play. How to not react? Remember, it will never hurt the person as much as it hurts you. How to lose resentment? Keeping the thought in your mind that when you keep hold of all that resentment, you're allowing someone to live in your mind without paying any rent. Use pattern interrupt to shift them straight back out of your headspace. There is nothing wrong with anger, and it's a human reaction when you are provoked. Serve to actually protect you. When you react, however, you are then often left with feelings of guilt, shame, or resentment towards them, which lasts a lot longer than that temporary relief from your reactions. Narcissists live with that inner shame on a daily basis, why they must project onto others, gain the reactions, blame others for reacting, thus removing the guilt from themselves. Yet it's only ever a temporary fix. Living with those negative emotions daily delivers us a negative life. When we can shift that, live to find the things to be grateful for, live for the joy, and live a much happier life. Don't feel guilty when you feel angry. Just process the anger in the right way. They cannot fix who they are. You cannot fix who they are. You can, however, work out how you feel for a far happier, more fulfilling, joyful life. It takes time, it takes work, and it takes effort. If you keep going with a mindset of where you want to be, you will get there. Believe in you. Always be cautious about the narcissist. Do not ever stop living how you want to because of them. But if you fail to prepare, then you prepare to fail. So always keep your awareness up and always stay safe, because it is on a disorder. Although most don't act on some of their threats, some do. Most will not act out, but you do need to be vigilant around these kinds of people with no empathy. Remember, as soon as you start to feel the anger rise within you, stop and find something to be grateful for, something to be happy about, something that makes you proud or makes you laugh, or hold your head high and tell yourself, I'm not feeling that way, and smile. It's hard to feel anger when we are looking at things that make us smile, or think of something that you want to create for you in your future. It's hard to feel resentment from the past when you are looking forward into a much happier future for you. I will add some videos in the description on pattern interrupt, overcoming insecurities, because when you can overcome your own insecurities, people can no longer use them against you. Another video on don't argue with a narcissist, and want to detach your thoughts from the past, because when you've been in this kind of relationship, it often trains your subconscious to think in a certain way, and we have to consciously retrain our subconscious to think how we want to think now. Anything that's helped anyone overcome anger or resentment towards other people, please do add it into the comments, as you never know who else that might help. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.